What up? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios. This motherfucking
Not even the first sentence, everyone. Not even the first sentence. Locked it down. Al is having a Monday. I mean, yeah, well, welcome everyone to MathaFukn Mondays. Apparently we are experiencing some difficulties first thing in the morning. I don't understand how that is possible, but well, hey, we're here and we're live. So we are talking about how was your weekend? Because I'll tell you, this is absolutely wild. I don't even have control over everything, so I'm just going to be here talking. I don't know. We celebrated my birthday last week. We did a whole bunch of stuff. That was good. I have been kind of out of touch with everything, so I'm waiting on Marco to fill us in on information that may or may not have happened. Allegedly, who knows? There's a lot happening right now where, and this is a skill that I've been working on for many years, is the idea of talking a lot but not actually saying anything at all. And I find that there are a lot of people right now doing that. They want to hear their own voice, but don't actually do anything. It's a very peculiar dynamic. Oh, hi, sir. Welcome back.
bro. And look, I got the little fucking thingy up there again.
Oh
I've been on this fucking computer for 45 minutes before this shit started. Not a fucking problem.
Bro, you didn't even get the first sentence out. It was wild.
Yeah. So let's try this again. What up, it's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios. It's motherfucking Monday. Of course it is.
Bro, that is like, I don't even know how that's possible.
Now somebody is calling.
Of course.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
It's the president of the United Goddamn States telling you to, hey, you're not allowed on the internet anymore, sir.
That right there was fucking Dan, and Dan knows better. Bitch, you know I'm on the show!
He's been on this show.
Look, I wanted to start this on a nice, happy note and promote this benefit for the Rust Belt Theater that we got going on this Thursday in Youngstown on Mahoning Avenue. Come and check us out. A lot of local comedians. It's donating to a good cause. Oh, that's okay to say, right? Took my little fucking thingies off and everything. Anyways, yeah, come and check us out. I promise it won't be so aggressive. Or maybe it will be. Who knows?
Like, I know.
Shout out to Jimmy and David Ward for their Thrive. Thrive. I don't know if it's Thrive Together or Thrive Something Festival. Little benefit we had this weekend to help out mental health. We raised a little bit of, I think it's like $2,300.
Nice.
Which ain't bad for something done in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was a nice turnout. They gave me an idea. It's the second time I've seen it. I think I'm gonna build one myself. A mobile stage. You know, the first time I saw it, I'm thinking that's kind of rednecky. But after I've seen, and the usefulness of the whole thing, I mean, what they do is they take a trailer. They clean it up real good so it don't look like shit.
Sure.
And they just set it up. Block the wheels and cover it so it don't look janky. And it's a mobile stage.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, do the same thing, but maybe, put some permanent posts for speakers, some permanent light fixtures on one side. You know, have a spot for like your mixer, your mic hookups, or whatever. So then, and then you got not only a portable stage, but you got a portable DJ.
I mean, like as long as also too, you have to include feet, right? So it's not so you just be in case so that way it's stabilized. You don't have anything to worry about because that shit. I've seen people be like, yeah, that's stable, and you're like, that's not stable. That's not. Put something underneath it.
The first one that I seen was that one benefit where I told you about the fucking moonshine.
Oh yeah.
Well, to my stupid ass, and I'm kind of glad that I tested it out before I used it for my son. I bought this fancy ramp for him. My son's in a wheelchair, and I got this fancy ramp for my van so we could roll him up into the van, and it like folds out and then it folds forward. It looks like a very nice fucking ramp. Had legs that look like it's stabilized. You notice I'm using all looks. So I set it up because one of the comedians was a buddy of mine, Dan, who that's who the dickhead was who just tried to call. He got hit by a car years back and his legs all fucked up. So, I figured a ramp onto the trailer, make it easy for him. Jesus Christ. This man got halfway up the ramp. The fucking legs started collapsing. He started going forward. I had to run and grab him up. Bro. Oh my God. No, I'm glad it happened to a grown ass man and he didn't get hurt because if that was a wheelchair, that would have taken a topple. But yeah, stability, people. Stability. That is the key if you're going to do anything with the trailer and the ramp. Stability.
I mean, listen, see, I remember when we would build stuff at my dad's shop, we would always like everything was ridiculously heavy, but it was like, yeah, but that's not breaking. Like that may deteriorate over, the test of time, rust, those kind of things. Sure, that's just steel. But like no one's breaking through that shit. That's not going to happen, right? And people are always like, "Oh, it's way too heavy." You're like, "No. You can do whatever you want with that. It's not breaking, right?" And that's the big difference. Is a lot of people, especially a lot of products that you buy, people are like, "Oh, it's such a great deal." Yeah, it's because it's not built right, right? So IKEA furniture, yeah, you need to have extra screws, extra little
everything.
Security on it. Otherwise, yeah, it's gonna fall apart, right? Have you ever walked up to a Billy bookcase and just went like this? Just hit it from the side. It's like, whoa! And you're like, yeah, no, I'm not doing
literally right now in my bedroom. I have two shelves that are holding each other up. And then I have one of my equipment cases in the space between the far wall and the last shelf. So that's all holding each other together.
Yeah.
I mean, IKEA furniture is the reason why at the bin stores, like every once in a while, you'll see packets of screws, just random screws. And there'll be like 4 of this size, 4 of this size, and maybe 8, and the little Allen wrench. I always buy them because the screws that they give you to put together, fuck IKEA, all the furniture. If you're putting it together, we all know we're broke. But all the furniture use these off-size screws. It's not a millimeter. It's not a standard. It's whatever the agents decide to put out that fucking day. Tell me I'm fucking wrong.
No. Hey, this is why. Like it's funny because there are certain things that are not universal but universally used, right? Like a 10 millimeter, right? Like things like that where you're going, yeah. Every bolt on there should be the same thing. Now, I found this apparently. I forget which car it was. It's one of the new supercars, and they were like, so the bolts specific to them, it used the exact same bolt for everything on the entire car, and but the bolts are also ridiculously expensive. But they're very customized. It has their own little thing. It was $114,000 just for the bolts. That's it. And you're just like, so if you had to replace all the bolts in the car, the bill would be $114,000. And you're just like, I mean, I get it, but also, why don't you go to hell? You fucking asshole.
Okay, so I just got a message. This is some new shit.
Ooh.
I just got a message from Facebook.
Okay.
It says we are having trouble streaming to Facebook. No shit. This may be an issue on Facebook's end. Again, no shit.
I mean,
It is possible the stream was ended or deleted on Facebook. So, if anybody, we got one person watching, or somebody's watching. So, is this still going, Dino? Can you check?
I'm looking on Facebook. It's there.
Okay. We will keep trying and let you know if it's resolved. Please check Facebook to ensure stream looks okay. If this continues for a while, try creating a new live stream or just remove this destination from your stream, then re-add it.
Or maybe somebody out there could do their goddamn job. Maybe. I'm just throwing it out there. I'll never understand.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? So I'm like I said, so I do a joke on stage where I'm like, I have a little game that I play, and that game is why am I angry? And why am I angry, or why am I in pain? Is it because I was ridiculously fat for 40 plus years? Is it because now I'm 45 and hate everything? Or is it just because I hurt myself? All of them are viable answers, but at the same time, I don't care about you. I just want you to do your job. That's all I want. Just do your job. That's all I care about. And you know what? Like, look, I'm not saying you have to be perfect, because I, of course, will tell you that's impossible. You cannot be perfect all the time. It is an impossible thing. And if you strive for that, you will fail, and it will destroy your mental existence. But just giving 50%, just doing your job adequately, just so someone can say he did his job. That's all. That's all you have to do. And that is a successful thing.
A C plus if you want to go good.
There's a reason a C is a passing grade. Why? Because you don't have to do all the rest. Now, will you benefit if you do all the rest? Probably. But do you have to? No. You just have. I remember I had a meeting with a manager, and she was like, well, we want you to get exceeds expectations. And I'm like, but you pay me to meet expectations. And she went, what? I'm like, you pay me to meet expectations. If I exceed expectations, that's my discretion. And she was like, so you don't want to exceed expectations? I'm like, that's not what I said. I'm like, you just don't have a right to demand it of me. That's the language of your paperwork. And she's like, I'll get back to you on that. I'm like, you do that. Have fun. Never talk to me again.
All right. So apparently this whole streaming thing is affecting my personal Facebook page.
Really?
So yeah, so it's not messing with Upside Down Studios. It's not messing with YouTube nor Twitch. Just me. So let's find out. Let's find out. This was not what it says video has ended. No, it has not.
No. I'm still, so I have it on Marco Torres. Marco Torres is live right now, and it's just going.
It is going?
Yeah, I'm looking at
it. That was weird, because like I got the screen. Yeah, we're going. Motherfucker. 13 minutes ago, we're still going. Well, it's just showing me like from earlier.
Like, how are you going to turn around and be like, hey, this isn't working? You're like, but it's right here. It's working.
Yeah. That's our government. That's our government.
So funny that you would bring up government. Yesterday we went and saw there we go. Now it says this live video has ended. It is available to watch on Marco Torres event shortly. Interesting.
So how do I redo this?
I have no idea.
Jesus Christ.
I think you just go into edit and
all right, so remove.
Welcome to the wonders of technology, everyone. It is magical when it works. When it doesn't, it will make you lose your hair. That's how it works.
Well, we're going to try it again this way. Sorry for... look, it's there now. Oh, magically. We're back on for fucking my Facebook. For anybody who missed the beginning of it, we'll recap it at the end.
Sure.
Because I'm sure whoever is going to stop this shit again once we start getting into what's been going on. So, fuck it. Let's start it.
Yeah.
one thing that's been kind of irking me that I noticed over the news lately, it's kind of building up some steam. People are starting to have a fit about all the statues that were torn down during the Summer of Love being put back up, and there being penalties on the people or on anybody who's fucking with them.
Good. It's called vandalism.
Yeah. Now, although I don't condone a lot of what these people did in their past or what a lot of these people have done, everybody's looking at the bad and not the good of what a lot of these people have done. A lot of these generals or whatever had slaves. Yeah, because everybody had slaves back then.
Yes.
That's just the way. That's just like saying, "Oh, well, he had shoes on back then."
How dare he?
Yeah. So, but the one that kind of caught me, it was actually a news article from WKBN or WFMJ, one of them. Not sure. Don't quote me. And remember, on the bottom it says allegedly, so don't get all butt hurt and try to get pissed with that shit. But anyways, I was reading some of the comments, and they were putting up, they're redoing the statue of Christopher Columbus, and people are having a fit about it. And then somebody wrote this big long, and you could tell the guy was at least well read, very eloquent in his writing, like he almost plagiarized it out of a book. But I'm giving him his credit, he's very well read. But it was all about how Christopher Columbus was a white slaver and the atrocities that he committed in the islands over there, and how he all these slave this and that's and all this bullshit, and coming over to the new world and what happened to the indigenous people and all this shit. Look, people, give me a fuck. First of all, Christopher Columbus was not white. He was Italian. That's and back then that's kind of Middle Easternish.
You know what? Cole was reading up about Christopher Columbus, about where he's from, and
so were we taught wrong? Where was he from?
Let me Google it right now before I put my shoe in my mouth.
Yeah, because we all know that we've been taught some horse shit. So what's the new history? Because I'm waiting for you to say what I think you're gonna say, because that'll play beautifully into where this was going.
So new research. Okay, this is Google AI review. Okay, so traditional views, Columbus' origin was widely accepted as Genoa, Italy. Okay,
right.
New research, recent studies, including DNA analysis, suggests he may have been Spanish, possibly a Sephardic Jew. Sephardic Jewish theory. The theory suggests Columbus' family may have been part of the Sephardic Jewish community who were expelled from Spain.
So he was a Hispanic Jew, exiled.
Yeah. Well, he was a Jew exiled from Spain.
Yeah. So he wasn't white.
Well, it seems like people are directing a lot of hate into areas. Like, do people not know that slavery still exists right now? Like actively
in Ghana right now. They trade. They sell. Black people sell black people to white people in Ghana to this day.
Well, my problem is, if you have a problem with slavery, which I agree, you should have a problem with slavery, go fight it. Absolutely, you should go fight it. No question.
Well, what gets me is, and I posted something about this earlier. It's common knowledge to people who actually do a little bit of reading and research. Yeah. But you know who's done most to prevent slavery since the dawn of slavery?
Whites.
And if you even want to go deeper, the British. The fucking British.
The British were the first ones to stop slavery en masse. There were people who didn't want slaves, right?
More white people, more free and enslaved white people have fought to stop slavery than any other race.
Yeah. And now they deserve to be penalized for that. How dare they stop people?
And then it always comes back to, oh, the white man, Columbus, the white man. Well, okay, he was Hispanic. Now you're gonna bitch at Trump for getting rid of the Hispanics? Oh, now where's the contradiction there, fuck faces?
None of it makes any sense. Listen, the hilarious thing I find this is people who are actively arguing, fighting, committing acts of violence for things that have happened nowhere in their lifetime. Yet you ask them to have some sort of principles, morality, sense of loyalty right now in their existence. And they're like, why don't you fuck yourself? And you're like, but hold on. If you had all these qualities, if you tried to develop these qualities, your life would be significantly better right now. But, right? I don't understand.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me at all. I mean, it's part of your history. Look, if we were all taught, if you don't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it.
Correct.
So, yeah, he might have been, we look at the good aspects. He won this, he won that. He was the general of this, he was the general of that. We look at the bad aspects. He might have been shitty to his slaves. He might have been good. We don't know. All we know is he had slaves. You know what we found? We learned though? No slaves. Quit the slaves. Or at least if you're going to have slaves, you let it be under the guise of a fucking uniform and your stripes and everything, saying that you're fighting for your country.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, people don't realize even in the only slavery that's really, it's like right in their face and people don't say a goddamn thing about it. You're a slave to your job. You're a slave to your government. You're a slave to your credit cards. You're a slave to your addictions. You're a slave to, you. So you got to break your own chains before you start bitching about anybody else's.
No, Marco, I'm oppressed. Okay, you don't understand. I'm an oppressed person.
I mean, just and I already expressed my views on 47 and everything that's going on. I've lost a lot of I'd say respect and loyalty towards the cause. Not fully, and best believe I will say it 1,000 times. I will never go to the Democrat libtard side. You got me fucked up.
They encourage slavery. Why would I side with them?
Exactly.
Ridiculous.
But I mean, doing some of the stupid shit because of that man is just unreal. It's unreal because a lot of these people didn't give two fucks. Nobody gave a fuck about them statues when Trump wasn't president.
No.
Nobody gave a fuck about, everybody celebrated Columbus Day when Trump wasn't president.
Sure.
Everybody celebrated 4th of July when Trump wasn't president. Everybody, and I mean everybody, celebrated Black History Month because of nothing less than basketball season. If you want to go bare minimum, if anything brought fucking people together, blacks, whites, Asians, Hispanics, everybody, they watch basketball.
Yes. It's true.
And you notice the only way the WNBA got any real clout is when they threw a dick on the fucking on the court.
It's top tier entertainment. I have to admit, you can't make that shit up. It's fantastic,
dude. Yeah. But you know what? Their ratings went through the roof.
Yes. Can you imagine though watching playing basketball and you're like, oh okay, yeah, they're trying, and then all of a sudden like. Ping!
Okay, I imagine it like somebody gets the ball passed to them, and instead of the ball getting in their hand, a dildo, and then they're not noticing shooting the free throw with the fucking dildo, the 3-pointer.
I mean, at the same time, I kind of wish someone threw one of the sticky ones onto the ball, and then someone grabbed the wiener, and then was like, for 3, and just. Nothing but that,
shot with the fucking dildo on it.
Yeah,
it would be like, it would give like wind. Wouldn't they like cut down on wind resistance? Almost like a rudder, like a plane.
I mean, I feel like you know what? Remember those little footballs that had the little tails that would whistle?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah,
Oh fuck. So yeah, the thing with the statues, man. I mean that's our history. That's our history. Whether it be good or whether it be bad. You know what I'm saying? You got fucking a little plaque there where the towers were.
Yeah.
You know, there's little signs on the side of the road where people done died in car accidents. You know, I mean,
Still, hey man, I like that's a big thing in Greece where people will build like a little shrine and stuff like that with memories, and you're like, I get it. Ugh. That's
I've seen
hard.
I've seen them on the freeways,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I just like I get it, I understand, but
Sure.
this is the way you want to commemorate your loved one dying on the freeway by
Yeah.
fucking putting the fucking stone right in the place where he died. Where is it apart? How do you think he died? Pull over to the side, semi hit you while you're taking a fucking candle out to him.
Hey, I saw one the other day where I think it was in Brampton. So it was the suburb that I grew up in of Toronto. It's got a one big highway that they've renovated, they've made it much larger and everything, which is great. But the thing is, so the center is still like a ditch with light posts. And in that center, we're talking about, so it's probably still one, maybe two car widths from shoulder to center. Okay. So the whole thing was probably 4 car widths, and somebody had put up a shrine right by one of the posts. And you're going, hey, man, if you flew off the road, off a highway, two lanes, and then hit a post and died, I don't think you're supposed to be celebrated. I think you shouldn't have been driving at all. Whether it was that night or just in general, I don't know. It's like, because when you see them in Greece, bro, they're literally like hairpin turns. Like there's a blind fucking, like there's we're going, oh yeah, anybody could go off that. You going a little too fast, you don't realize a little bit of water, you're fucked, right?
See, like
Here it's just an open fucking road, and you're like, apparently this guy got shit faced and went into a post. No, poor guy. What a poor guy. He could have killed a family.
So over here, it's weird that you say that. It's about maybe 5 miles down the road from me, literally in a straight line. There's a road called King's Graves Road, and I never knew why this road was called King's Graves Road.
All right.
So last summer, I actually found it out making my way out to Ray's house. I fucking ended up on King's Graves Road. I think I was looking for a dog that was posted that was missing, headed out that way. And this in the middle of the road, like there's a bridge going across the top. There's a road coming this way. There's a road coming this way. Right in that little triangle that's in a dip, just like you described, there are graves. There are old graves. There's a bunch of old fucking graves there. They got it. I don't even know how you would even go visit whoever the fuck is over there. I mean, I can imagine, have you a few drinks and you visit them. But yeah, like who? I understand you're not supposed to fuck with a cemetery or anything, but if you're gonna be dicks and put a fucking freeway through that way, move the graves. Move the fucking grave.
Well, or don't put a highway there. Don't put a road there. That doesn't seem very smart.
If you're gonna be that dickish to fucking, I mean, you could have moved the fucking freeway over 50 foot. I mean, 50 foot sounds like it's a lot to us, but that's a road crew. That's nothing but a little swerve to the side, right there.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy shit. So I know we've discussed this here and there on a couple of the shows, especially when they had the UFO disclosure in Congress or whatever, with David Grush and everything. And what I picked up from that, if anybody doesn't know, we'll give you a quick sum up. It was a UFO summit. Supposedly they have them every so many years. A lot of people don't hear about them. People who stay in the know when it's happening. We usually get bullshitted most of the time. You'll get a few Congress people that come out with the truth, and then everybody else just throws their bullshit in there to muddy up the waters. Last one was very interesting. They had a military guy named David Grush on there, and as they were questioning him, he gave a lot of the typical answers. You're not. He actually told one congressperson that they weren't classified or didn't have a high enough classifications to know what he knows. They got pissed, and he was like, he kept it real professional. I mean, he's like, he's military. You don't got classification. I can tell you this, this, and this, but you can't have this. And there were certain things that he said that he could tell them, but he can't tell the public. They have to go to a skiff or whatever.
Yeah.
One major thing though, they asked if he knew if there was really aliens and UFOs, and he's like, yes. And he asked if we were in contact with any aliens, and he was kind of like, and they kind of kept happening. And I'm using my own words, paraphrasing, but he basically was like, he kind of blew it off like he didn't want to say they were aliens. And the one congresswoman asked, why won't you call these things extraterrestrials? And he said, well, a lot of them aren't. Now, right there, I'm like, And the congresswoman asked, well, what are they then? And he said, well, some of them are interdimensional beings.
Right.
Now, to me, that is scarier than anything else.
Correct.
An alien, no matter what we see on TV, no matter what we know, an alien, a biological entity can be killed. It can be eliminated. We might have to figure out how, whether it be by a virus or by a bullet, but we could figure out how to kill an enemy extraterrestrial.
Yes. Okay. I'm with you.
And interdimensional beings, those are gods. Those are fucking gods, dude. And the bad thing is now a Congresswoman, Anna Paulina, has just came out on a couple of interviews.
Yeah.
And she said, she was asked, if there's, aliens, this and that, and all that. And it came back down to the interdimensional beings. So this is somebody totally different talking about them.
Yep.
And when she was questioned on what do you mean, and she said, well, I can't tell you, but maybe you should look into the banned books of the Bible.
The Apocrypha. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like the Book of Enoch, which is the biggest one that that gives the lot of stuff, which talks about giants and talks about the Anunnaki and talks about but this goes way beyond the Anunnaki, because the Anunnaki were tangible extraterrestrial beings. They had a god that they prayed to that was actually just lineage of whatever. It wasn't like so much as a spiritual entity. That wasn't magic. That wasn't, their people thought they were gods because they had technology. That was about it. An interdimensional being. Now you're going into like the urge, the demiurge, Baal, Yahweh, fucking Allah. All these things could be beings like jinn. That these could be interdimensional beings.
Yes.
That you can't kill those.
Correct. So this is the thing too, is that we're very I don't want to say limited, but like we are very restricted as human beings, right? Like as far advanced as we are in comparison to the life of our planet, yes, we do have awesome stuff, right? We are if anything, we've actually fallen further away from our skills, because originally, listen, our biggest skill set was our endurance. We could outrun everything, not speed, but endurance. We could chase something until it died of exhaustion, or at least stopped from exhaustion, and then we could kill it. Right?
Now that's just called OCD or ADD.
A little bit.
No, the ADD, you would start chasing it and then see another animal and start chasing it and then start seeing another animal. It's OCD. You just keep chasing it.
So whereas the problem is, and like I wouldn't want to say that they're gods or anything like that, but from my perspective, it's more so, oh yeah, we're dealing with something that doesn't follow our rules. Right down to like, even when you consider things like the Anunnaki, you're like, they do not follow our understanding of physics. It's that simple. Like where you're going, yeah. Because remember, by our standards with physics and mathematics and science, faster than light travel or almost as fast as light travel is impossible. That's what we know.
Supposedly now that is attainable, and there's a speed faster than light.
See, and that's when you're kind of going, huh? What the fuck? It? Hold on, right? And this is like, it kind of comes back to that whole idea where it's like, well, the more you know, the more you realize you don't know, right?
Right.
The more information we've uncovered, the more understanding we've gained, the more we realize, oh, we have no idea what the fuck's going on. We have nothing. You know, think about it. Every time the government's like, we can handle this. No, you can't. No, you can't. You're useless, right? I don't know. It's and also too. So I watched the one of the clips from the Anna Polina interview, and even Victoria was there, and she was like, she said a lot without actually saying anything at all. I'm like, yeah, that's government. That's it. And I actually, so when we opened up and you got lasered off the screen, I was saying how I'm like, this is a skill that I have definitely been developing myself, is where I'm like, I can talk for a long time and not say anything at all. And you're like, yeah, that's people say, well, you know, I've seen this, but I've seen pictures of this, and you're going, well, that could be doctored. That could be it. Like she never made a commitment to being like, well, I saw this with my own 2 goddamn eyes and I will attest. No, there's nothing like that. Right. And that's where I'm going. Prove it or shut up about it already. You know, I don't know.
See, I got kind of the opposite problem. I've been told I give too much information in such a quick amount of time that nobody can pick up on it.
No, you too much information? Unbelievable.
Yeah. I've had people like, whoa, wait a minute. We need to unpack this.
Yeah, let's calm down for a second. Yeah. I have been one of the people who has told them, hey, let's hold on 1 second. Just relax. Let's discuss. But that's why, like, all the stuff that they're talking about now, I'm like, okay, sure, let's do that. But also, what are you talking about? Right? Like, it's, you haven't said anything yet for me to latch on to and be like, okay, that's a concrete thing of information, right? Like
and you know what? I noticed a lot of the population, at least that I've talked to, has gotten to the point where they're happy with that. You know, you just threw it. Let me pick up a few buzzwords from what you say, and I'm gonna just roll with that. And then they use that as their whole outlook or their whole opinion on shit. Like, I have a buddy of mine, and he like caught me off guard to the point where I feel like I sounded like I was lying when I was telling him a story. But like, I was telling him a story about how the one morning, I was coming from the gas station, and I just got done at the shelter. I hit the gas station. I'm coming down the street. Right before my house, I have a stoplight, a stop sign, and another stoplight. And then you go down the road to my house.
Right.
So the first stoplight I go through, I notice there's a car coming the other direction at the 4-way stop sign that's about to come up.
Right.
They're in front of me. I watched as I approached this other stop sign, behind the girl. She stopped. She was going through the stop sign that was in front of me. She had all the fucking right of way. This other car, this white car coat, blows through the stop sign, hits the other car, goes up into the fucking front yard of the car, or the house that was there on the corner, and just ramped right over and fucking just kept going. So, like, I pulled over in front of the girl that was in front of me. This young black girl looked like she had just got done doing a shift at the hospital or something. She was still in her scrubs. I felt bad. I looked at her. I was like, "Are you okay? Is everything all right?" Luckily, the car just nipped her front end, so it was a little bit of pain up there. Didn't damage nothing. But now I went to tell Dave this story, and I was just, the car went through the intersection, hit the car, and Dave was like, ran through the stop sign, and I stopped. I was like it kind of froze me. Like he actually listened to a fucking detail of the story. I had to go back and be like, yeah, was there a stop sign? Like, like I had to go back over my whole story. And then, that's the problem these days, because a lot of times they'll hear, this, and this, but you didn't catch the in-betweens of that. No. And, that now you're basing your whole fucking your belief system on that shit.
Yeah. It's weird, right? Like you're kind of standing there going, hold on. So let's slow down for a second. Let's try and figure this out. But what can you do, right? It's a weird thing that a lot of people don't consider.
So,
tell me.
I'm trying to see. I guess there's some new shit on there too. I'm glad. Cool, we could bring this up. So, since you're up in the tundra up there, sure. I hear you guys had well, you're not like right there in your country, but right next to it, more Robway, had some visitors this over the weekend. Putin and 47 was up in Alaska kicking it.
Oh, that's not visitors to us, sir. That's
right there.
That's still you. That's still all you.
It's right there. Yeah. One thing I had to pick out with all the pictures, I didn't even read too much into what the media has been saying about it just yet. Yeah. But one thing I did pick out that was very odd to me. Fucking 47 towers, Putin.
Yeah.
Like, did you see the side-by-side pics? Is Trump fucking working out or what? Trump was fucking like a beast next to Putin.
Yeah. Putin's not a big guy. So, okay. This is a thing that a lot of people don't realize is that, people say, oh, average height is 5'9". Okay. Yeah. If you're anywhere above that, if you're anywhere above that, you stand out. So immediately you can't be used for a lot of stuff. So Putin being average height,
Putin
right?
looks like my height, 5'7".
Yeah. Well, so he's sitting there. Yeah. So he's gonna be like that because how tall is Trump? He's what?
I have no idea, but he was hunched over and he was still looking down on Putin. Problem is, though, don't get me wrong. Putin could fucking just rip Trump's throat out if he wanted to. Don't. If for people who don't know, Putin is ex-KGB. Putin
X. I don't think you get to be X anything in Russia.
X, yeah, but Putin, if he wanted to, and the best thing I've ever seen on Putin was Family Guy, where Putin got out, took off his shirt, and then two guys beat up Peter. He kicked him, and he got back in the fucking thing. That's Putin. And if he got to put his hands on you, you aren't getting back up.
Yeah.
You're not getting back up, and you'll disappear. Your whole lineage, your history, anything, no spoken word will be made about you.
So Trump is 6'3", so he's an inch taller than I am, right? So if Putin's 5'9", yeah, that's fucking 6 inches of dominance. You're like, yeah, that's massive, right?
Can you imagine Trump standing over you, Dino? You finally walk up on somebody and have to look up at them.
Hey, you know what? The few times that it's happened, I look up at them and I'm like, meh. And they're like, meh. And I'm like, I'll beat you up. I don't care. And there's like, fuck.
That changes the whole fucking thought about back in the day with the WWE and when Trump was wrestling and shit.
Yeah.
Now that makes that more believable.
Well, how tall is Vince McMahon? McMahon. Yeah, so Vince McMahon is my height. Is around 6'2". 6'2" plus or minus. Yeah.
And Biden said he wanted to take Trump behind the fucking bleachers and beat his ass.
How tall is Joe Biden? Let's find that out. How tall is Joe Biden? He's not tall. He's so he's 183, so he's like 5'10", maybe.
And now at 83, he's fucking probably like 5 foot.
I remember my dad was like, I used to be 5'9". By the time he was in his 70s, he was like 5'6", 5'5.5". Like you lose like 3 or 4 inches. If you're not active, you slowly decay. That's just science, right? So yeah, bro. That's not.
So it says Trump says Zelensky can end the Russia war almost immediately before the White House meet.
Yes.
Well, we knew that from before.
No question.
Again, since this is coming up again, because I'm seeing a lot of posts about this too and all this bullshit. Russia did not invade them for no reason whatsoever. Quit fucking defending these fuckwits over in the Ukraine. The Ukraine is a bunch of corrupt motherfuckers, and they are cut from the same cloth as the fucking Russians. That is how they do business. And what U.S. and the NATO sticking their dick on the line, breaking the NATO treaties, putting biolabs and weaponry all across the fucking border there, which broke every treaty that Russia fucking signed, then maybe this wouldn't be like this. You know, and everybody's still fucking talking about the fucking island over there, you know, which we still ain't got no goddamn information on except, oh, it's the Clintons. Yeah, no shit. We were looking for the rest of them. But nobody is saying shit about the fucking kids that were being trafficked over in the Ukraine that Putin fucking saved. No, what they called it was kidnapping. Putin kidnapped a bunch of children. All right, so this wasn't a school or a hospital. You had a bunch of fucking kids in the fucking basement. What the fuck were you doing? Right. What were you doing with these kids? Predominantly little girls? What were you doing?
Bro, listen, come on. We've all seen Taken. We know exactly what was happening. Come on.
Exactly. So, you know, yeah, they might have taken them kids and made them fucking Russian citizens, but you know what? They probably gave them food. They probably gave them the medical attention they needed.
Sure.
They probably gave them clothes. I bet you they're not sitting in a basement waiting to get bombed or fucked by some rabid soldier.
Yes. This is where, yeah. It's very confusing to me because people will stand there with their hands over their eyes going, why is it so dark out? I don't understand why it's so dark. And you're like, you're doing this. You're an idiot. You said the C word. That will happen.
It happens. But yeah, I mean, it's just like the whole Liz Cheney thing. Did you see the Liz Cheney fucking interview she did, or the speech she did when they asked her about the island and old Jeffy and everything? She blatantly came out in front of a crowd of people. This shit was on C-SPAN. She blatantly fucking came out and said, oh, yeah, it was just an evil that we all knew about. We couldn't do anything about. They had so much on all of us that we really couldn't do anything about it. It was one of them. It was like the out loud secrets or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Yo, bitch, what the fuck did you just say? You just said that everybody.
Yeah.
You know, good and bad, whether you follow them or not. Everybody knew about it, but nobody said a fucking thing.
Not one person. Not one person said.
That just means Pizzagate was real. Yes. Remember the video that was out real briefly about somebody HRC and some newscaster lady who was torturing a fucking girl.
Yes.
You remember that? They just disappeared.
And they're like, oh, that way, yeah.
Or shipping youngins in fucking IKEA or not IKEA, whatever them fucking cheap furniture shit.
Wayfair, bro. That shit was messed up.
You order you a fucking mattress and get you a fucking Chinese kid.
Yeah, fuck that. Like, hey, the weird thing was that like people are like, okay, so why is this shelf $12,000? Just explain it to me. And why is it named after someone who is a missing person? Just explain it. And they're like, no, that's not true. You're like, no, I'm telling you. I'm looking at it right now. $12,000, missing person's name. Explain. Nothing. And you're going, hey, this is my thing, Marco. Is if these guys get away with it because they have dirt on us, hey asshole, why is there dirt on you and why are you elected, you piece of shit? That's it. If there's dirt on you, good, you should fall too. That's simple. Man, you guys used to have heroes and shit like Greeks did. Now, nothing. Okay,
it's a shame. It's a fucking shame, dude.
It is a shame. It's a big shame. Shame, bro. Shame.
Everybody wants to place the blame on everyone. Like the one, like
Spider-Man.
Your dude was there too.
It was you.
I understand it was right, but your dude was there too. The chick is there. Your people were there too. A lot more of your people were there than the people that. And then, again, that don't make anything better. That don't make anything, and that does not fucking take away from the heinousness of the whole bullshit. But I mean, you know, and then you go back to the argument of now there's different talks about the ages of these people, these victims that were supposedly on the island. You know, I've heard as young as 12, but I've also heard that, you know, they were like maybe 17 and up, which again, laws are laws. I'm not sure what it is in the Virgin Islands or whatever, but again, most of these girls, not all of them, because the few that weren't were the ones that ran their mouth. Most of these girls were from the poorest parts of the world. The poorest places where these girls could either, again, you know, they're being sold to their family for sex. You know, they're worthless if they have it.
And that's how that works. There we go. None of it's right, people. Not one bit. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're from a poor company or a poor country or a rich country or white, black, doesn't make a difference. All horrible. And if there are people who are acting weird because there's dirt on them, yeah, well, maybe you should elect somebody who doesn't have dirt on them. You know, maybe we need a system that's run by people who don't have dirt on them exclusively. But right now, it seems like everyone is just not doing well, not doing good. I feel like that's one of the biggest problems. And I've said this before, is that one of the best things my parents did for me, and also the worst thing, was instilled morals and principles. And they bite my ass on a daily basis. But, you know, not having them seems a lot worse. That's my bigger issue. But, you know, it's we live in a world where that has become, I don't know if it's out of fashion or what. Hey!
Holy shit. Not only did that shut down the stream, but it like reset the whole fucking computer.
Bro, you have a wire on you. Like there's somebody is watching every word you say.
Like it totally switched over from my Google browser to the Microsoft browser and brought up fucking MSNBC type shit.
I feel like whatever it pulls up, you should read just in case. Maybe it's trying to send you a message. Be like, hey, if you say this shit, we're taking you out, right? Like, it's a nice, happy warning. I don't know. Listen, I don't care where they're from. I don't care how old they are. If they don't have the option to leave, y'all need jail.
Right. I totally agree with that. Now, this is the thing. Well, you know what? I'm just going to agree with that because we only got a few more minutes and I'd like to have the rest of the fucking few more minutes. So I'm just going to agree with that because that was one thing that I said while it was spinning on the fucking thing was I'll switch the subject and just put me back on.
Yes.
It's weird. That's how like people think we're nuts, but we're not. Because when shit like that, when I could just say, hey, we'll switch the subject, and the shit comes back on, and I'm just speaking it into the universe, you know, I'm not magic. There's no going on there. That's somebody listening in.
He's a unicorn, people. Don't you gotta
that's
take
Thursday.
his horn.
That's Thursday.
His horn might make you leave forever. You have to take it and grind it up.
And snort it.
Right. That's the only way to do it.
Speaking of Thursday, I won't be here for the mental health show. I'll be doing the Rust Belt show.
Awesome.
I'm not sure if Greg's going to be live streaming it. Maybe. So you can, see me acting a fool in a unicorn outfit with a bunch of rainbow people.
I do. By the way, I saw your set. Good job. Good job.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. I have to admit, it was one of my better sets.
Yeah. There was there was a few things on it that I found interesting. Yeah, it was good.
Good. And if you'd like to see my set from this weekend, it's on TikTok. The only thing I put on TikTok is just the sets that get recorded or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's not the penis one.
No.
Although the penis one has been the most viewed fucking video.
That's fair. Penis videos usually get the most views. It's just what can you do? That's how it is.
I found out that the Hindus don't like penis too much, at least open public penis.
That's because they have small ones.
I don't know, but I know the one contest that I was in, I made a fucking woman very uncomfortable. And I mean, more than a funny uncomfortable is one thing, but I need an adult uncomfortable. Hey, we're at a show. Calm down.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of that going around be like, I feel uncomfortable. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think you have a right to not feel uncomfortable in your entire life, you dumb piece of shit? It's very weird that people are like, I'm offended. Nobody cares. It doesn't matter.
Here's something that's totally, well, I wouldn't even say it's off topic. I guess it would go interdimensional and physics and stuff like we were talking, but just your personal opinion. Because I had this thought going through my head when I saw it, and it's just lingering in the back of my head for free rent. So, how do two large lesbian women go at it? Like, I don't understand the physics of that. Like, I don't.
You throw some flour and aim for the wet spot. That's it.
But there's no. I can throw flour on top of fucking 5 loaves of bread, and nothing's getting in between them.
So they may be very flexible. You don't know. And the other side of it is sometimes it's a relationship of just emotional support, not.
See, I looked at it more like quantum physics. It can only happen if you're not looking. Like, if you're not looking at it, it's happening. But once it's like perceived, once it comes through your eye, because that's how quantum physics work. It's something, a particle could float or it could be stopped by observation. They show the particle going through whatever beam, and if you look at it, it stops. But if you're not looking at it, then it goes through the beam, and this is an inanimate object. So I'm wondering if that's how they go at it. You got to turn your, we're gonna fuck. So turn your back.
That's why they make 2-foot dildos. Thank you, Richard. Good point. This is a fair. That's There you go. Maybe 3 feet. You maybe need a 3-foot, right?
Yeah. So for all you sluts out there who's showing all these videos of these huge dildos, that's not for you. You're ruining your cooter. All right, that's for people who need that shit. Because people like I was just describing are only catching maybe 6 inches on each side.
That's God. Well, this has been What the Fuck Monday, or MathaFukn Mondays, everyone. There you go. We're finished with the internet.
Do we got a quote for tonight?
Yes, actually, Cole just provided it. It is death does not wait for you to be ready. Oh, damn it. Hold on. It is. Hold on. Let me do this. Okay. Death does not wait for you to be ready. Death is not considerate or fair. Courtesy of Ra's al Ghul from Batman Begins.
Yeah, that's Batman all day.
That's a solid Ra's al Ghul. See, this is my frustration is I found it.
Wait a second. Is it Rach or is it Ra's al
Ghul? I'll fuck with you on this one. Okay. So do you remember Wizard? So Wizard was a magazine for comics. Okay, do you remember Wizard? Okay. So in an article, it actually breaks it down. It's Ra's al Ghul. That is the name. Ra's al Ghul. And then same with it's not Magneto, it's Magneto. Right? Magneto is a thing. It's Magneto is the real name. Okay. Now, what did they do? As soon as they go into the movies, you had some piece of shit California cocksucker go, no, it's Ra's al. No, it's not. It's Magneto. No, it's not. You shut your goddamn stupid face. There you go. That's my.
Now, how far back was that magazine?
90s.
Okay, so the X-Men comic cartoons and the Batman cartoons
were just after.
That shit was way before. So those names that like Magneto was Magneto before he was Magneto.
No. Hey, I'll tell you the same way. The same reason why I'm Dino and not Dino. Dino is a thing. Dino is a name.
No, Magneto is a thing too. It barks in front of a fucking house when he walks into the Flintstones.
It is not. That is still a name, sir. Whether you like it or not. But yeah, no. Magneto is an actual thing. Magneto is a name.
Well, all of them got fucking names that are actual things. There's Toad. There's Cyclops. Wolverine.
No one's out here trying to say Toad is Toade. Okay, so go fuck yourself, you idiot. You fucking rat bastard.
Actually, Amphibio Frogus. God. And you know what's fucked up? What's fucked up? Toad is gay.
That's not surprising.
They made the Toad gay. Now I sound like Alex Jones.
In Batman the Animated Series, which, hey, you want to hear something really crazy? It never actually has the name in the title sequence. It just has Batman. That's it. That's all it is. And you're like, that's fucking badass. So in there, he calls him Ra's al Ghul.
Well, see, I've heard him called both. That's what I'm saying. And I've heard like Batman call him both. And I've heard Roz actually call himself both.
I don't know.
Because there's one where he it isn't Peter O'Toole. I got his face in my head, like the voice of Roz, like the more prominent one, because it's been played by a couple people.
Oh, but, from the animated series?
Yeah. Because there's one that it says Ra's al Ghul, and then the other one says I am Rish. So that's like I see it online all the time. People arguing about that. I've never heard of Magneto.
It's David Warner. David Warner.
Huh.
Yeah. He was. I'll tell you what other stuff he's been in. He was in the original Tron. He was in Titanic. He was in. Yeah. This is a very, very popular actor, British guy, English actor, lanky, tall, the proper bastard. No, it's he's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, great actor. Great actor.
What was that? He did a lot of voice acting. Wow. He was in Star Trek Next Generation too. He was in Captain Planet. Damn. I did not know that.
Dude, the best Captain Planet ever is the Don Cheadle Captain Planet. Dude, there's more than one. I thought there was just one clip. There's a bunch of them, dude. Oh my God. Like, why somebody never showed me that in the 90s? You guys are pieces of shit for not showing me that. Fucking the Don Cheadle Captain Planet. They need to make that a real series. And don't fuck it up. Oh, dude.
Oh, they will fuck it up. Come on. Let's don't be ridiculous, my friend. They will very fuck it up. Okay, come on.
And he don't give a fuck. All right, so with that being said, this has been MathaFukn Monday. We went a little bit long since they cut me a little bit short in the beginning.
Make
sure
happen
you
in a bris
tonight in Life and Giants. I'm gonna. I actually got to check and make sure. I'm gonna try to squeeze in an open mic before then. So we're gonna see how that rolls. But if not, still make sure you check out Cole and Dino. Make sure if you're around this area, you want to support a good cause, come out to the Rust Belt Theater benefit coming up this Thursday up on Mahoning Avenue in Youngstown. I have the flyer as my background in Facebook. Then we got What the Fuck Wednesday, and we have also on Thursday, if you're not going to be out and about, make sure you check out Mental Health with Dino and Cole and Hammered and Cheese. Dino's been cooking it up out there. Yep. And I kind of caught a little bit of Hammered and Cheese the other night. Cole fucking hammer.
So he's actually cooking this week. We're gonna now from going forward, we're gonna alternate. So he's cooking this week, and then I'm cooking again next week. But I'm cooking every day, so it's just follow me on social media. You'll see some weird shit.
Oh, and just to let you know, that Lebanese food that I showed you, it wasn't. I would say I would give them a 6 out of a 10.
Yeah, it's edible.
It made sense after you said what you said, though, because I found out it to be true. Most Middle Eastern food is just a ripoff of Greek food, only they throw weird shit in it.
Yeah, they substitute whatever they can't find because it's probably from Greece. They're like, oh, we'll substitute what we have, and then they're going, this is delicious, and someone's like, it doesn't taste like. Shut up! It's delicious. You love it. Yeah. It's our national dish now. You know.
Dude, I mean, I couldn't like the lady who cooked it was like, first of all, like I watched her cook the chicken. Like I watched her cook the chicken on the grill. Like like literally it was like 6 foot away from me. I watched the whole process. It was cooked and it was cooked thoroughly. Why was this chicken cold when it hit my plate? I don't even know how that happened. And I mean cold like lunch meat cold.
That's aggressive.
Yeah. And then like the steak was good, but you could tell like they used like butter and a whole bunch of butter, like because the steak was butter. I mean, it caught me off guard. It was a good piece of steak, it was a few pieces of steak there like cut up. It caught me off guard, but for people who don't like a real buttery butter taste on their steak, it was kind of shit. And then what the fuck is Kafka? I thought that was some German shit that they did to the Jews or something like that.
It's like, Kafka. Kafka is what you eat. Kafka is an author.
Whatever. Yeah. What is it? Because it looked like the lady dropped the turd on my fucking plate.
Yeah, it's so let me pull it up here.
And I'm trying to play it off the Ray. I was like, oh, it's hamburger meat. It's just hamburger meat rolled up. I don't know what the
fuck. So the difference was what you had is so kofta should look better than what you got. That's all. That's all. Yours just looked like shit.
Yeah, literally.
It's normally it's often beef, lamb, combination mix, onions, parsley, spices, some other ingredients like herbs or nuts. Yours just looked like shit. That's all.
Yeah, and it did not have any of that in there.
Well, and it didn't actually look browned. Like it looked like it was boiled, which you're like, that's gross. Which technically you can do. It's just why would you do that?
Yeah, I was not a fan. And I burped up the fucking salad the whole fucking time I was at the musical I was at.
That is
because the salad was good. I give them that. The salad was fucking.
Can you imagine going somewhere there and they fuck up a salad? You're like, how do you fuck up a salad? That's ridiculous.
But yeah, I'm just not a fan of the Lebanese food. I'm really curious now because we have a place up the road. It's Middle Eastern, right next door to the Jew store. Imagine that. America.
We should join forces, take over the world.
There's Kanafas. Kanafas is right there in the center of the plaza, and it has like their little writing, the squiggly marks and the dots. Yeah. And then right next door, like literally, they share a wall that's less than 3 inches thick, is Kravitz. Jewish deli. So,
Hey.
don't say fucking America ain't diverse, motherfuckers.
You should take a video of both stores. Be like, how is it? They have a wall between them and they're fine. What's the big deal?
I fucking walked when Kanafa's first opened just to be an asshole. Just the asshole that I am. I went to the Goodwill store and I found a hat that had pig ears and a pig snout on it. And I videoed it. I had my son videoing me. Walk into Kanafa's and we sat down and had a meal with my pig hat on.
Yeah, what are they?
And you know what? They were the nicest fucking people in the world.
Yeah. Because they probably thought you had fucking Down syndrome. They're like, well, clearly he's retarded. It's fine. We'll just be nice.
The waitresses, I mean, everybody, the food was excellent, everything. I even walked outside. Dude, it was sunny when we started the video. When I walked outside, it started snowing. I was like, look, cold day in hell. I walked into a Middle Eastern place with a pig hat on and sat and ate. I mean, and it snowed. And then I even took a picture. I was like, and look, it's right next to Kravitz.
Horrible. Yeah, that's why you get blocked on the internet, sir. Right there. That's probably why. That's
what, for showing how good and diverse the fucking Youngstown is.
See, your conclusion is I was showing diversity. The actually is you went there provoking and,
yes,
and
right.
You didn't get anything. Yeah.
Yes, you are absolutely right.
Jokes on you, sir. Now they have reported you to
the
the internet, and the internet will kill you. That's fine.
Hey, I am very proud of them folks, and it's one of my favorite restaurants now. Like Kanafa's. Next time you come into town, I'm gonna have to take you there. I mean, there's shawarma, there's souvlaki. I mean, now the domates. Again, I only like Greek ones. I've come to the realization the Greeks make the best fila. That's just it. You know, that's just that. Like, you can't fuck with them. Can't fuck with them. But as far as everything else, oh my god! I mean, it's great. They make the fucking bread right there. They got the stone oven because it used to be a pizzeria, so they had the stone oven already there. So they make their fucking breads and shit right there. They make baklava too, real good, like nice. I mean, better than the fucking Gosain's. Gosain's, I'm very disappointed in around here. That's the Greek restaurant that supposedly has authentic Greek food. Yeah.
That will happen, sir.
Yep. All right, bro. So thanks everybody for watching. Check us out tonight. Life of Giants. We're out.
Later. 8 p.m. It'll be fun.
We could fucking talk about fucking, Greek food, but can't talk about fucking anything else.
So what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah. So what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah.